So I think Pittsburgh has to consider, at the very least, going back to Fleury. I mean, if they're going to stick to this guy, Murray, they have to realize that he's getting just owned. Now, I know one of them's an empty netter, whatever, but he gave up 8 goals in 5 periods in Nashville. Saturday night, he got owned. It was 5-1. The game was over in the second. And then tonight, he gave up 3 more before they got the empty netter. I mean, it was, basically 8 goals, just like Pekka Rinne had given up 8 goals in games 1 and 2. So, frankly, both goalies have stunk it up on the other team's ice. Now, Game 5 is going to be in Pittsburgh on Thursday night, and this series is going to come down to somebody's got to win 2 of these 3 games. Pittsburgh's only saving grace is that they have games 5 and 7 at home, but I don't think that's going to save them necessarily, because I thought, for the most part, Nashville even outplayed them in the game that they won 4-1 in Game 2. It was a 1-1 game. After 2 periods, Nashville had really outshot them by at least 10 shots in that game. And then in the third, they got 3 fast goals, and they had 1 goal that they scored that got disallowed. It would have been 5-1. So I thought Nashville dominated that game, and they certainly dominated the 2 games in Nashville, which wasn't surprising to me. I bet on Nashville in Game 4. Now it'll be games 5, 6, and 7. Game 6 would be back in Nashville. I see no reason to believe that Pittsburgh can win a game in Nashville. They played terrible there in every facet of the game. But Fleury had all the shutouts for the Penguins in this postseason. Murray, to me, has been giving up at least 2 or 3 every game he's played. And Fleury really wasn't playing that kind of hockey when they yanked him. They gave him 1 bad game and they yanked him. They've let Murray do whatever he wants because he was their number 1 all year. But he's been opening up like a sieve in this series. I'm really worried about him. I think he's been terrible.